say to that person that you just want to get to know them as a side piece, or you just want to get to know what's under their clothes. You tell them just about anything they want to hear to get there. And once you done prove your point or put out your flame, you through with that person. So you stop and think about that. But that one that you love, you'll go through hell and back trying to keep that one. But that one that you just wanted to put the flame out with, you done put the flame out, now you're gone on. And some of us, that's the way we say we love. That's when we say we love God. And if you say you love God, and you can't love one another, you're just like that person that just wanted to put out a flame. Because you don't love God if you can't love one another. If you love, because God say, how can you love me? You ain't never saw me. And can't love your brother or your sister. If you can't love your own brother, your own sister, how you expect to love God? You can't. God fixed it that way. So what we need to, some of us need to stop practicing religion and practice how to get along with one another. How to love one another. We can spend more time practicing that than really reading the Bible. Because that is a practice that seems like all of God's people is missing out on. How to love one another. And that is sad. We'll keep up with religions and we'll grab our book, and some of us will lay out our lives for what we believe in. And we're missing the most simple thing that we believe in. Love. God is love. All this other stuff was just put there. Love succeeds all of it. That person do you wrong and you love them, and somebody that's supposed to have common sense will tell you, you see how that person doing you, if I gotta leave that person alone. Why you go through that person? You know what'll come out of your mouth? Oh yeah, y'all don't talk that. Y'all don't talk back to me? Yes, you know that. I love you. You sit and quiet, and then you try to figure out, what have I done wrong? And you ain't done, in your heart you know you ain't done nothing. But you love them. Now you tell me you love God that way, and God will tell you, I want you to love one another, because if you love one another, then that's all the proof I need that you love me. Now if you can't love one another, then I don't care how much you talk about you love me, that ain't happening. You put me out if I don't do what you want me to do, or walk the way, or be like you want me to be. And you know why you do that? Because you don't love me. If I love you, it's hard for me to put you out. I don't get what you done. The minute if I put you out, when you make a change to come back, you will be ready to open heart to accept me. And all of that I have done, you don't want to mention that. You'd rather for me to forget that and never think about it no more. Now, how can I say I'm in love with Willie John? I don't even know those people, or whoever they is, hundreds of people. So how can I say I love God? I ain't never seen God. How can I? Only one way that I can say I love God, only one way to prove that I love God, and to prove that I'm born of God, and being everywhere would know that I'm a part of God, is by loving one another. And if I love one another, I hope you follow me, I won't be so quick to turn one other way. I go my love. If I see them in hell and I can get them out, I reach in there and try to get them out. If they drowning and I can't swim, I'll find every way I could to try to save them without putting more pressure on them. Somebody drowning and you say, and you see them drowning, you standing there, I love you, and take some of that water and dash it in their face. Say, well, you ain't had no business in the water. That ain't love. You see church folk come to church and you treat them different and they don't see it your way and believe it your way. You want to push them aside and be different with them. That you don't love that person. And that's a sign you ain't born of God. God saw me in sin. God sees us in sin. Whatever y'all call sin, whatever we can describe it to be. But the bottom line is disobedient to God, and some of us don't even know whether or not we obeying God or not, or obeying the laws. Because some of us is obeying the laws of the Bible, or whatever book we say is holy. And in our heart, we disobeying God because we don't want to keep those laws ourselves in the Bible and in other laws we have made because they're not really in our heart. So remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. You're not going to keep the rest of them holy. Keep that one. Find you a day that keep it holy. And with God, all things is one day, so you can't keep none of them holy without keeping the other one. If you break one day, you'd have broke them all. And if you just want to stick to a Sabbath day, then let us do away with that. Because Jesus abolished it. And put us to serve Him from the heart. Serve God from the heart. Let me see where I'm going in Matthew chapter 12, verse 1. I'm almost finished. Why? Jim, it seems like every time you talk, you open your mouth, you want to talk about love. We need to talk more about that. If we learn to talk more about love and practice more about love, we will find out that we will have more of God in us than we ever had before. All that other stuff we talk about going to fail, and all of that hangs on one word. And that's love. And if you want to, do you really want to know who Jesus is, who God is? Look at me. Look at the person next to you. Go to the mirror and look at yourself. All of what you see is God in you. And now if you got some junk in your heart, the God in you want to get that junk out. That junk is not love. And God is love. As long as God is in there, He's cleaning it up. When God, anyone that loves cleanliness, they keep things neat and clean around me. And if they don't like cleanliness, now you got some people love cleanliness, but they're too lazy to clean it up. You got lazy folks, you can't say they don't love clean stuff, but they so lazy they won't keep it clean. So, but that person that loves cleanliness, they're gonna try to clean up everything that is messed up around them out of order. And if you get some God in you, which is love, all the love that you don't have for your fellow man, for your brother, God will get that out of you. God will have you, when God gets through working on the inside of you with love, He'll have you to look at that fellow man that hates you and can't stand you, and He'll give you a way to love them and get along with you. Oh yeah, He'll do that. People that you don't agree with, He'll put it where I can't agree with that person, so I'm not going to bother what that person do. I'm just going to love that person unconditionally. That's the way God loved us. God looked at us and He saw all of that mess in us. And there wasn't no reason for him to start arguing and bickering and debating with us about how messy we were. He looked beyond those faults, and he saw what we needed. He saw we needed to be clean. So he didn't come in us telling us about what we need to do. He come, according to John, as a fragrant soap, washing us up, cleaning us up, getting all that mess out of our hearts. Why? Because he loved us, not that we loved him. And he was willing to put himself in our shoes. Cursed is he that hangeth on the tree. Jesus was the Prince of Peace, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the God of the universe. He didn't have to hang on a tree that he grew from the ground and become a curse and take on the sins that he knew nothing of and didn't do nothing to deserve it. But he looked beyond all of that and took all that upon him. Why? Because he wanted to show us love. And his love for us is not based upon how much we love him. And so this while he wants us to have him. Forget about what folks are doing. Forget about how folks are living. And work on putting the love of God in you. And when you put the love of God in you, if you want folks around you like you, and they see you exhibiting the love of God, they automatically start acting like you. And if they don't like the way you are, you don't have to move them around, they move around. Because love and hate, if hate stay around, it's not going to win love. Love's going to win hate. Why? Because love is stronger than hate. You don't have to raise your fist or your weapon for your enemy. Jesus said, love and kindness have I drawn you. And if you run away from me, you're on your own with your hate. And you chose not to accept my love. And some of us put people through so much to make us be like that little man duck on the cartoon. That duck liked it, that little hen duck. That little hen. And that hen wanted him to prove his love. And so that hen had what we call a little baby child. And she gave that rooster, the rooster, that hen gave that rooster her baby Byrd to watch while she go shopping. And this rooster felt like he needed this hen's love. So to prove to the hen he needed the love, he was going to keep the baby Byrd. Her Byrd. And when that little hateful Byrd got through with that rooster, when that hen came back, that rooster said to that hen, "Fiddle speech, here's your baby, and I do not need your love to keep me warm. I got my feathers to keep me warm." Now the moral of this story is, you don't need to show nobody no hate to win them, because you're not going to win them by showing them hate, condemning them, pushing them aside. But if you show them your feathers, the love that you have, that love endures all things. It suffers all things. Covers and hides all things. It never fails. And if you take time out and show that, it'll drive that person or it'll draw them. And if you throw a little kind in, which is love, it'll draw them. And if love don't draw them, then they can't be drawn. And if God shed his love for us, gave all he could give and done all he can do for us, all he can do, and we yet lost, then if we are lost, we lost because we chose to be. And if we learn how to love one another and treat one another right, and get rid of these laws and rules and guidelines and let the Holy Ghost work on these people's heart, let God, Jesus work in their heart and in their mind, they have real God in their heart. They'll see Jesus' face for real. At the time Jesus went on the Sabbath day through the cornfield, him and his disciples was there. And his disciples, they was hungry. And they began breaking the rule. You have folks that come to church, sometimes they breaking the rules. They began, the rule were not to do nothing on Sabbath. You see, some of us, we got the rules mixed up anyway. Most of us got it mixed up anyway because we missing the main thing that holds it together is love. The main thing that holds all rules and guidelines together is love. How much love and patience you have with the ones you want to follow your rules and guidelines. And Jesus have all of that for us, and he's showing us an example. He said him and his disciples were walking through the cornfield on that Sabbath day. And while they were walking there, the disciples was hungry. And the disciples started collecting the corn, getting them corn eating. Number one, the Pharisees standing there looking at that, and they themselves was forgetting the law. The law was put that the corn, if you study, it was put out there for wayfaring men, for people that didn't plan nothing to come by and eat it anyway. If they looked into the full liberty of the law. But they wasn't looking at that. They were looking at, oh, they breaking the law. They doing something on the Sunday, on the Saturday, or whatever they law, Sabbath word. And I can go in there and show you they Sabbath, so I ain't even into all that junk tradition. But when the Pharisees saw it, when the church folks, the religious folks saw it, they said to Jesus, they said, look at your disciples. And this what church folks, what leaders are saying to what we call worldly folks. Look at what they do. Look at how they live. Look at Jimmy. He'll go to next. If I'm a sin above all. I'm chief of them, but God to save me from. He's the one that's not going to send me to hell. Y'all, you know, some people send me to hell for what I do and where I go and where I ain't going. Jesus ain't going to send me there. He's going to cleanse. If all that is wrong, he's going to cleanse me finally because I'm trusting in his blood. And I know his blood key. So when the church folks saw that, they said, look at your disciples. They said to him, the disciples, which they know is not lawful to do. They doing what is not lawful upon the Sabbath. I'm not living like you think I should live or the way I should live. So you call me out. You preach on me. I can't come to church, don't you saying something about me. You change your whole message and you start talking about me. You find some fault about me. These religious folk talking about Jesus' disciples. And they may want to get under Jesus' skin. And see the old folks have a dog bring a bone, they carry one. They wanted to try to catch Jesus in some of their laws and some of their rules. But Jesus said, Jesus answered them, Jesus said unto them, said, have you not read what David done? You following out, you looking at what these disciples are doing. Did you see what David done? He took them to their Bible. And folks, when you want to start criticizing what the world folks are doing or what church folk, people that come to church do, and what your sisters and brothers are doing in their own life, you need to remember that same Bible you talk about what some of these leaders got in the Bible. David, you consider them, these disciples eating bread, that eating this corn out of the house of God. David went in the house of God when he was hungry. He wanted the same thing those disciples wanted. They wanted to eat. David wanted to eat too. And just like David went in there and broke the law to eat while he was hungry, the disciples had the right to do the same thing. They was hungry. And that's sometimes what we forget. Why? Because we don't have the love of God. Have you not read what David did when he was hungry? And Dave that was with him? See, right now you ain't seen me eating this corn. You saw my disciples eating. That probably was in there, but they just didn't put it in there, maybe, since they left out so much out of the Bible. How he entered into the house of God, not the field that was left if they studied the law for wayfaring men. To leave, they supposed to left some corn or whatever they planned. After they had plucked what they needed, they supposed to left some for people that didn't have to come by and eat, that wanted to. How he was in the house of God and did eat the shewbread, which was not lawful for him to eat. That wasn't for him to eat, that was for the priest. Neither for them which was with him, but only for the priest. So David broke it. What did y'all do by him? And not only did he do it, he was a leader, but the people that were with him helped him. He came to the house of God and done it. Now these people ain't in the house of God. They's out in the field. And you out here bothering them. Or have you not read in the law how that on the Sabbath day the priest was in the temple performing the Sabbath, and you didn't hold him blameless for failing the Sabbath? You didn't hold them blameless. They was in there doing the wrong thing. You ain't saying nothing about y'all. Y'all got a lot of mess in you. See, this is the problem with church folks. They got so much mess in them, so they ain't considering the beam that is in their own eye. They so worried about the mote that is in their brother's eye. I don't need you watching over me. There's a God up in heaven. He watching over me. I don't need you to watch. I don't need you to be my keeper. Unto him that is able to keep me. Jesus had brother said, he's able to keep me from falling. He is able to present me faultless before the throne of God. So you don't have to keep me. I don't need you to keep me. I need you to love me unconditionally. But since you want to talk about what everybody else is doing, Jesus said, you need to read your Bible. These folks that you're upholding, they done some mess too. David was a man after God's own heart. David sat on the throne that his Lord, that God said, I'm going to take him off and give it to Jesus. And here David is breaking the rule. Did y'all say something about that? When y'all start doing stuff y'all shouldn't be doing? Jimmy talking about y'all, but when Jimmy started doing something he shouldn't be doing, do Jimmy judge Jimmy? But I say unto you that in this place Is one greater than the temple? See, you talking about my disciples, and I'm greater than the temple. Do you know that those folks you condemn into hell and those folks that you pushing away, they're more greater than your religion? Those are souls of God. They belong to God. You and them. And God is greater than your laws and your rules. So why turn his people away? When you turn me away, you turn God away. When you turn what you call worldly folks away, you turn God away. When you will receive what you call a sinner, you turn God away. Because we all have sinned, and some of us yet sin. And some of us are yet coming short of the glory of God, because we don't know the glory of God like we ought to. Except God reveal his glory to us, we don't know it. And if you say you know it, you lie. Because Isaiah went in the temple and he was a prophet, major. And when he saw the glory of God, he realized he was unfit. Undone. We all undone some way or another. But our hope is in Jesus. I don't know where some of our hope is, but mine is in Jesus. And I delight in his law. And his law told me to love one another, and if I do that, I've done a plenty. His law told me if I do that, I have completed the law of Moses. And all y'all law, our law. If you really love God, you won't break the laws of the land. Because in him, he'll teach you to obey me. All those and I'm guilty. And don't no law bother me. Because you ain't caught me speed, so you can't give me a ticket. But sometimes I get in my car and be on my way to church and be in a hurry. And the police aren't giving me a ticket. Spirit of the Lord says, boy, you better slow down. You know you're breaking the law of the land. That's how much love God can put in your heart. If you love him, you obey the law. Don't nobody have to put you aside. And I want to get mad with the police to give me a ticket for speeding. The law of the Lord will tell me, okay, Jimmy, you're breaking the law. And then you be upset when the police give you a ticket or pull you over. And if you running late, you should have got up early. And if you speed and they pull you over, you sure enough gonna be late because you have to wait and answer to the end. So if you just do right from the beginning, this is what love will tell all of us, even us that want to fight one another in the church, we want to put one another away, want to disfellowship ourselves from one another. If we will learn to practice love, that's the fulfillment of the law. That's the completement of the law. That's the fullness of God. That's all God wants you to be, is love. And that'll demolish everything else. Demolish and do away with everything else, because it'll bring everything else into completion. But if ye have known what this meant, I will have mercy and not sacrifice. If you knew what that person going through with before you judge them or before you condemn them, you show them mercy and not come to them with no sacrifice. And God wants obedience, not sacrifice. Some of us want to come in and we want to worship God in our ways and perform our rituals. And God is saying to you, I want that from your heart. I don't want you doing it in public. I don't want you bothering nobody else. I want you to do it. These disciples, if you really knew what they have been through with, you won't worry about what they're eating today. When folk come to the house of God, the house of prayer, they're not coming for you to bother what they're doing. or what they look like. They coming because they want to hear from God. You say you heard from God. You say God has cleaned you up. You wasn't all of that when God cleaned you up if you were clean. So why are you bothering the person that needs to be cleaned up? You think you're better than they are? This is what God is really saying to those people. You talking about what all the Bible said. But then if you're going to talk about the Bible and condemn these people, you need to condemn these that were doing that God was using. And if you really know who I am, you sure won't be talking this talk now. And see, if any man get to really know Jesus for himself, oh, they'll be fighting like hell to get you to know Christ, because they'll want you to know the love of God. This is what the religion is all about. This is what true and undefiled religion and pure religion is about. Love. And if you don't have that, you ain't got nothing. Everything else is going to perish anyhow. I can eat and drink all I want. It's going to eat on, piss it out, or mess it out. Oh, I didn't say that right, but hey, that's what was in me, so it came out. It's not what goes in me defiles me, it's what comes out. It's not what I wear. I can put on this robe and I can be the biggest hell raiser going. I can be the biggest enemy of God. You got some of them wears robes and judge others. And they themselves need to come off of there and be judged. Hide behind uniforms and things. And that's the way some of us are, hiding behind religion. We more holy than everybody, and in our heart we stinks, in our heart we filthy, in our heart we messed up. And so we so messed up till we can't see nobody else right. We too messed up to be messed up. And I showed through us a loop on that one. But Jesus said, if you had known what this meant, I will have mercy and not sacrifice. You would have not condemned the guiltless. If you really knew what they were going through with. Do you know that if you done got perfect and now you's all you ought to be in God? And if you are living all the Bible say live, or whatever book you call holy living, if you done rest there, how did you get there? And if you was really there, then reach out and show me the way through what? Love. And if you have missed that one word, love, I'm serving you notice you need to go back to the state of repentance.